Hello, sports fans, and welcome to Win with Sports, your best chance to win. And now, are you ready for some football? Here with all your professional inside sports tips and advice, the most successful sports handicapping service, your host, Chris Long, and special guest, Will the Thrill Fiella.
How you doing, guys? This is Chris Long coming to you for the first episode of the year. We're going to do this podcast and radio station once a week, and we're going to start off with some excitement that we have for the overturn of the PASPA law, which outlawed sports betting in the United States. That was overturned in May, and now it left the states up to themselves to put laws on the books for people to be able to bet sports betting from their own home without having to go to Vegas. With that being said, we have 5 states currently. We have West Virginia, we have Pennsylvania, we have Mississippi, we have New Jersey, and we have Las Vegas, Nevada, of course. So now there's 5 different markets that we can get into, and hopefully the next time I talk to you, it'll be up to about 25 next year. But I just wanted to give that little intro and introduce my buddy over here, Will Fiella. He is a poker professional and a World Poker Tour champion. Will the Thrill, how's it going today?
It's going much better. Chris has been in my ear giving me picks for over 20 years, and I've never taken not even one pick from this guy. And I got to tell you, he's been pretty on the money. And, a lot of times I've been kicking myself saying I should have, I could have, I should have, I would have, and you know what? Now that it's legal, I've come out of the closet and said, and I'm now going to be betting sports. And this weekend, I really don't believe it. My first weekend betting football, and Chris goes 80% the first weekend. Now, guys, I know you think we're all full of crap. I'm telling you from the bottom of my heart, he went 80% this weekend on football. And I don't BS anybody. I don't have no reason to BS anybody. I don't need to. And I'm telling you, this guy just drilled it.
Hey, Will, it's funny that you said that. I'm going to get into our games that we had last week, but let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. So Will been listening to me for 20 years. I've been giving him winners for 20 years. He had the apprehension to bet because the only place he could bet was Nevada. Now you can bet in New Jersey. You can bet in Mississippi. You can bet in West Virginia. There's many places that you can bet now. So I'm looking for people like Will who have been so apprehensive to bet before and let them see what I can do for them. I can give you a little bit of a background that I have. Just like everybody else here, I started out like a big loser. Will, I was always a loser. I worked offshore, and there was people that win. About 99% of sports bettors lose, but there is 1% out there. And working in, third world country and taking, listening to people who do win, I learned their secrets. It took me a long time. Just like everybody else, I was a loser, but I found the information that made me a winner. Now, you're a poker player. Did you ever go through a losing streak?
Oh, my God. You have no idea what it is to be a on-tour tournament poker player. Losing streaks are a given. It's common. It's always there. And, to weigh through those, it's something that's next to impossible to the average poker player.
And see, Will is a poker player, and I'm a sports handicapper, and we've got together. When Will needs a winner, Will's going to call me. And you know what? He also plays in the biggest tournaments in the world. And the people at those tables, they also get information. And let me tell you, Will, every once in a while, throw me a bone back. If Will the Thrill Fiella gives me a sports betting game, it's a guaranteed winner. When Will calls me up, he's only going to call me every once in a while. When he calls me, I put it out there.
It's a lock.
I don't know how you do it. But
guaranteed it's a lock if I give you one.
Let's go over a couple of things here. First off, I want to give you our phone number to give us a call and sign up. It's 1-833-95-SPORT. Or that's 1-833-957-7678. Or you can go to our website, which is www.winwithsports.net. That's exactly what you're going to do. You're going to win with sports, all right? We're going to give you the winners. And just right now, for anyone who wants to call, we're going to give you free winners on 4 games, 2 on Saturday and 2 on Sunday. We'll give you absolutely free the winner of Florida State Syracuse, the winner of Bama Mississippi, and the winner of the Broncos and the Raiders on Sunday, and the Chargers and the Bills on Sunday. And that's absolutely free. That's 4 free winners just for calling, 2 Saturday and 2 Sunday. We also have some packages that we want to get into. We do 3 different packages here. Our main package is going to be the high roller package. Guys like Will who got a lot of money. Anyone who's betting over $1,000 a game, that's the package you're going to want to get. We know that package is not for everybody, but if you do call and you want that package, please call in with the word high roller. When you call, say high roller, and we'll make sure we get that package. We also order some stuff for the little guys. You want to kick the tires. You just want to see what we got. $349 per month of plays. It's one level below our high roller games. You will not get our high roller games, but you will get our best stuff. Comes out to about a pick of a day, or about $11 per pick. Well, what can you do for $11?
Not much. Can't even get a sandwich anymore for $11.
I mean, we can go to McDonald's, or you can buy yourself some winners.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what we do here. I have Will in the studio with me. Will and I are going to be talking together every time. He's not going to be with us every week because he travels the world. Where were you last week?
Last week I was in Montreal. The week before I was in Florida. I've been bouncing around a lot. The World Series for 7 weeks in Vegas. Okay,
so you guys can see how lucky I am to have Will in the studio today to give me 10 minutes of his time. But let's go over the plays that we had last week. All right, last week's high rollers plays, these included Michigan minus 27 versus Western Michigan. That game was a 49-3 winner. That's what we call a cigar game. I mean, you just, in the second quarter, you're lighting up your cigar, and you don't have to worry about
counting your money.
You're never sweating. You never broke a sweat. We had Navy plus 7 against Memphis. They were an outright winner, 22-21. We also had Ball State plus 34 versus Notre Dame. People look at me like I'm crazy when I bet against Notre Dame because they're on TV every week. That's what everyone knows. Ball State lost 24-16, but we were getting 34 points. I would call that an easy cover.
Strong. Another cigar.
So Penn State minus 7. This is almost embarrassing to say this. Minus 7 versus Pitt. They won 51-6. I mean, Will, have you ever seen anything like these games?
No.
So, I mean, and again, if I didn't tell you I had a loser, then I'd be lying. I did have a loser.
Yeah, tell them the reason why you had the loser.
All right, our lone loser, Florida Atlantic minus 8 versus Air Force. I don't know if anybody watched the game. They were winning 33-20 with 58 seconds to go, and there was a blocked punt returned for a touchdown, and that's how we lost our game. I mean, it happens. If I told you I was going to win every game, I'd be lying.
You'd definitely be lying. But, man, for a punt, you would have been 100% for this weekend. It would have been sick.
What is 80% in the poker world?
You could get 80% in the poker world, boy. You'd have every dollar.
If you get it in 80-20, yeah, you'd have every dollar.
Every dollar.
We took it pretty easy on the NFL this week. We didn't really like the card. We did have one high roller game, and that was the Ravens minus 7.5. They played the Bills, and they won by about 40. This Nathan Peterman on the road once again. Last year he threw 5 interceptions and a half against the Chargers. We had a feeling he might do the same thing again. He wasn't that bad, but the team was bad in general. So there you have it. We have 4-1 in the colleges. And we had a 1-0 winner on the Baltimore Ravens over the Bills. And we will be right back after this message.
You're listening to the Win with Sports radio show. Call us at 833-957-7678. That's 833-957-7678. Once more, that's 833-95-SPORT. Or visit us online at winwithsports.net and start winning today.
Okay, guys, we're back. This is Chris Long talking to you from Win with Sports radio show, and I have my friend Will the Thrill Fiella, professional poker player, World Poker Tour champion. Hey, Will, how's it going today?
Great to be here.
All right, we just want to make sure, a lot of guys are listening on the radio in their car. We want to catch everybody up. If you heard us, if it sounds like we're repeating ourselves, we are, because sometimes people only get to listen to a couple. You're going to get a pack of cigarettes or you're going to get McDonald's. You might not hear everything we have to offer. So I just want to make sure everyone knows that our phone number is 833-95-SPORT or 833-957-7678 or our website, winwithsports.net. You're going to get the best possible winners you can get on the net. Go over my background. Like I said, I was a lifetime loser. I learned to figure out how to win. I have a network of clerks around Costa Rica, Curacao, Panama. You get wherever they are. If you're a big winning player and you make a bet somewhere, I know where it is and I know what it is. And I'm going to run it by my other cappers and whoever else is out there. And we're going to make sure we have the best bets on the net. So we're going to make sure that you are led in the right direction. You can bet in Mississippi. You can bet in New Jersey. You can bet in Pennsylvania. You can bet in Nevada. Wherever you want to go, that it's legal now with the overturn of our law, the passable law that overturned that made it legal betting inside the United States. It left it up to the states. Now, I have Will here. I'm going to turn it over to Will. Will, let me know what happened the other day when you got knocked out of that tournament.
Well, unfortunately, I busted one of the main events up in Montreal, and and I saw that the Penn State game was going to start, and I called Chris, and I said, Chris, I need a pick. I need something good, and make sure it counts. Don't waste my time or my money, because I'm going to lose it if you do. And he gave me the pick. It was Penn State -7, and that was a no-brainer.
Yeah,
the game started.
I gave it to Will, and I'm very confident in my picks, but 80% winners, it's not easy to do, but there is 20% losers. I wanted to make sure I did not give Will one of the 20% because I'd not hear the end of it.
No, that wouldn't have worked out the way you planned if you did that, I promise.
And sure enough, the final was Penn State 51, Pittsburgh 6.
I smoked them.
I think it was
Chris.
7-6 at one time, and Will, my phone was ringing off the hook, and then I never heard from him again. So it must have went well. So the other high road, that's a little taste of what you're going to get from us. The other games, like I said, we had Michigan -27, 49-3 winner, Navy +7 outright, 22-21. Ball State plus the 34 against Notre Dame. They lose 24-16, but it's an easy cover. The Penn State game we had in the NFL, we went against that Peterman train. We laid the Ravens -7.5. That was a no doubter all the way. They're not going to be this easy all the time, but this is a little taste of what you're going to get from us. Now, just for calling, if you give me a call, if you're listening on Saturday or on Sunday, it depends on which day you're going to be listening to. Saturday, we're going to have absolutely free the winners of Florida State, Syracuse, the winner of Alabama, Mississippi, and then on Sunday, we'll have the winners of the Broncos, Raiders, and Chargers and Bills. And this is absolutely free. Will, 4 free winners, 2 on Saturday and 2 on Sunday just for calling. Do you ever give anything away for free?
No, but I do have a saying in life, if it's free, it's for me.
So, yeah, like a lot of people can't believe we're going to give those out. But give me a call, and then we're going to try to decide if you want to get involved with our high roller package. Our high roller package is the absolute best plays that we offer. Those are the ones that Will gets. Those are the ones that I just read to you over the radio. Those are the games that you want. It'll be a 3-game package. For our high rollers, it's not for everybody. If you bet more than $1,000 a game, that's what you're looking for. I mean, if you're a $100 bettor, I have other packages for you. Will, there's a package for everybody. $349 for a month of plays comes out to $11 a pick.
I just want to interject a little, just for those people out there, those fans who don't truly know who I am as a person. I am one of the tightest ass people on the planet, and when I tell you that my money, when it comes out of my pocket, it better be spent wiser than anybody on the planet. And for me to take a pick from Chris and to go with it the way I did, it takes a lot. I mean, a lot. And I'm dumbfounded how good of picks this are. And those of you people who know me out there know that I will not BS anybody, like I said, due to the fact that my reputation means everything to me, and Chris is on the money with this stuff. And
just so you guys know, Will won't talk to him. He sounds like a humble guy, you can tell, right? But if you need to, you can Google him, Will the Thrill Fiella. Look at his poker earnings. Look at what he does. He wins tournaments. He's always around the final table. And guess what? When he wants a sports winner, he comes to me. If he's coming to me, you should be coming to me. That's all I can tell you. So like I said, we have all sorts of packages. The high roller package is the one that we really want you to get on. That's for our bigger players, $1,000 or more, the best we have to offer. Please use the code word high roller when you call so we can direct you in the right spot. And I'll tell you, Will's not going to be around because Will travels. But you hear my voice, I will be answering the phone. You can talk to me. This is not I'm not some actor or some radio personality. You ask for Chris Long, I'll be there to answer the phone. And again, if you want something smaller, $349 per month of plays, it's one level below the high roller. It comes out to a pick a day for about $11 a pick. So again, call us on Saturday, call us on Sunday. You'll get 4 free winners. The winners of Florida State, Syracuse, the winner of Mississippi, Alabama, the Broncos and the Raiders on Sunday, and the Chargers and the Bills on Sunday. Absolutely free. That's 4 winners, 2 Saturday and 2 Sunday. And that phone number is 833-95-SPORT. Or 1-833-957-7678. Or you can go to our website. You don't even have to talk to us, winwithsports.net, and everything is there available on the net. So, Will, what do you think?
I'm totally stoked by it. I still can't believe that it's that easy, and you guys just drilled it. I'm totally dumbfounded and impressed with the selections you've given me, and I'm all behind it.
See, I've been trying to give Will these plays for 20 years. And he's been refusing, and for right reason. It was a little bit of a gray area, it was little murky waters on where you can bet and where you can't. Well, guess what? Now you can bet. So the reason I'm doing this is I want guys like Will, you guys are listening right now that are driving around, that you guys have a place to bet now. It's not illegal. It's coming out of the boiler rooms. It's coming out of the back alleys. It's now into the forefront. I mean, NBC noticed, remember when Brett Musburger used to kind of mention, the game is not quite over yet when it was 47-3 because he's referencing the total. You see Scott Van Pelt on ESPN. He does a bad beat section. All right, this is coming into the mainstream. It is no longer in the back alleys. So I grabbed Will out of there. I hope to grab some of you guys out of there. And again, like I said, call us at 833-95-SPORT or 833-957-7678, and that's at winwithsports.net. Will has a flight to catch, so he's going to get the hell out of here. So, Will, you got 40 seconds. What do you got to say?
I just want to say, it's been fun being on the show. I've enjoyed it a lot, and I wouldn't be supporting this man if it wasn't for his picks. Believe me, even though, I've known him for a long time, if he didn't prove himself the way he's done over the last 20 years, I would never be here. It's totally, I'm not like a paid actor or a paid, celebrity to come here for it. It's just, I'm here because I truly, truly believe in it. He's the man.
All right, Will, I appreciate you taking out your time. I see that. I don't want you to miss that flight because then I'll never hear the end of it. All right, Will, take care. Thank you for being on, and let's get some more winners.
Thanks for having me, Chris.
Okay. You're listening to the Win with Sports radio show. Call us at 833-957-7678. That's 833-957-7678. Once more, that's 833-95-SPORT. Or visit us online at winwithsports.net and start winning today.
Hey guys, here's Chris Longback, your host for Win with Sports radio show. If you haven't been listening before, this is a sports handicapping website, winwithsports.net. We're going to have different guests each week. We're going to have free plays. Right now, I want to introduce Jim Miller. Jim Miller is a longtime loser that has turned into a feared sports bettor. And when I say a feared sports bettor, when Jim Miller likes something, I add it to my list. Jim, why don't you tell the listeners a little bit about yourself as opposed to me saying it? Go ahead and tell us a little about yourself, and then we'll get into some games.
Well, I'm 63 years old. I've been following and betting football since I'm 16 years old. I've probably sent many kids through college with my losers. But this time in my life, I'm really enjoying it because my passion always has been football and it's always been gambling. And for the first time, I'm a successful gambler and I'm a happy guy because I'm winning. I'm on the right side. And it's all because of this team that I've joined, the information that we get. And there's just nothing like winning. And we're on the right side every week. So it's just a nice flow. And I just look forward to the next week.
And Jim, just so you know, it's not a one-way street. We give you information and you give us back some information. Why don't you just tell the listeners how that works?
Yeah, I've created a lot of sources out there. Once I've gained a little bit of a reputation, and one hand washes the other. For example, this week, I've got some friends that attended Notre Dame. It was a game that we used. They were a 34-point favorite. They were playing a Ball State. 30 miles away, I believe. No need to embarrass a school like this. These kids work hard during the week, and they don't need to be embarrassed by, a classy school like Notre Dame. The information that we got was that they weren't going to be embarrassed. And, anytime we get information like that, we pass it along, and we use it. It was one of our strongest plays this week. If you had Ball State in 34, you were a winner.
And you guys out there that are listening maybe not know what happened there. So Jim told us Notre Dame, they're obviously the better team. Everyone knew they were going to win. He said they're not really going to run it up. The school is right down the street, 30-minute drive. Ball State's over there in Indiana. We took 34 points in that game. The final score was 24-16. Ball State lost, but it was a very, very easy cover, as you can see. Plus 34, they lost 24-16. Those are the types of games that you're going to get from us. All right, we're going to offer a couple different packages. We have packages that include our high roller package, which is a 3-game package. That's for guys who bet over $1,000 a game. That's going to be called up and say high roller. That's the code word you're going to use. We also offer other stuff. The high roller package is not for everybody. We offer a $3.49 a month of plays. It's a play a day. It comes out to about $11 per pick, Jim. So that phone number is 833-95-SPORT or 833-957-7678, or you can find us at the website at winwithsports.net. At winwithsports.net, and when you call us, you are going to get the free winners of Florida State, Syracuse, Alabama, Mississippi, the Broncos and the Raiders on Sunday, and the Chargers and Bills on Sunday. That's 4 free winners, 2 Saturday and 2 Sunday, just for calling. We will not ask you for anything. Now, another little bit of information that we led off the show with was the overturn of the PASPA law. That was the law that made it illegal to sports bet inside the United States. That has been overturned. It left it up to the states to put their own laws on the books. And we have Mississippi, we have New Jersey, we have Pennsylvania, we have West Virginia, and, of course, Nevada, Las Vegas. Those 5 spots we can bet, and hopefully every time we talk, there'll be another state added. There's talks of Kentucky. There's talks of New York. Maybe even next year, half of the states you'll be able to bet wherever you like. So, Jim, after I gave a couple of information, I think there's another game you want to look at. This is the same game that we got to Will Fiella. For those who listened, it was the Penn State game. Jim, what do you know about the Penn State game?
Well, I got really excited after Penn State had a very poor performance in week 1. They went to overtime against a team that they should have really blown out, and they followed up on the real game on their schedule, Pittsburgh, another team from Pennsylvania that is somewhat of a rivalry. They beat Pittsburgh the year before, so it was a little bit of a revenge factor in the game for Pittsburgh. The line, we had the line at about 11. It closed at 7. It was a 4-point difference in our favor. I just felt like Penn State was the number team rated in the country. It was time to go out and show their mettle a little bit about with a good team like Pittsburgh, and it was a solid play on our part, and they just blew Pittsburgh out. They were the superior team. It was tough to make them an 11-point favorite after their week 1 performance. They went into overtime against an inferior team as a big 20-something point favorite.
It's funny you bring that game up. That was against Appalachian State. And we were not on the radio then, but we did have App State. Just like Jim is saying, we had App State in that game. I think we were plus 24. They went into overtime. That's a classic, as Jim is telling you. That was a classic look-ahead versus Appalachian State, and then they circled this Pittsburgh game. That was an in-state rival. It was. We just knew everything was clicking right there. Jim came up with that game for us, and we liked it so much that I gave it to Will. And, Jim, this is what we can expect all year long.
There's going to be plenty of games on the schedule that we are going to pick up on, where a team like a Penn State, a rated team, number 10 in the country, they're a solid team. They had a solid season the week before. They're a top-rated team, and when they come out with a half-ass effort against.
All right, Jim, we got about 30 seconds left in the show here, so I just want to make sure these guys can know that they can listen to this podcast and this radio show at winwithsports.net. Jim, www.winwithsports.net. This podcast will be available. If you're listening on radio, if you missed any of it, if you want to catch it, you can go there and listen. And remember, you're going to be getting 4 free winners, absolutely free, 2 Saturday, 2 Sunday. Go to our website. You're going to get games like Michigan, Navy, Ball State, and Penn State. These were no doubters. Again, like I told you, we had one loser, but there won't be many of them. Please check it out. And this is Chris Long signing off.
Thanks for joining us today on Win with Sports, your best chance to win. You've been listening to the Win with Sports Radio Show. Join us again next week for all your professional inside sports tips and advice. On behalf of your host, Chris Long, and special guest, Will the Thrill Fiella, make it a winning week by visiting winwithsports.net.